Today we will discuss about the topic human settlement, but before going to the topic, let us discuss about what is settlement, how the concept of settlement started, because earlier human beings were hunter gatherer, they had no home to live, there was no concept of settlement. So, how the concept of settlement started, let us first discuss about that. In primitive period, the primitive human beings was hunter gatherer, it has no home, no concept of settlement, no village, no town, no city, nothing, just human was living in the forest just like other animal. But with the flow of time, human beings started doing the work of agriculture, or in 10,000 BC, that is some 12,000 years before, the agricultural revolution started, means human first learn about agriculture. And where the agriculture started? The agriculture started at the river bank, and therefore only the concept of human settlement started or located at the bank of river. If we will go to the ancient time, we may found in all the civilization, that may be Indus Valley civilization, Maya civilization, Inca civilization or Mesopotamia civilization, in every civilization the human settlements are found at the bank of river, because human able to produce their basic necessity like food and the availability of water, all these things human started living at the bank of river. In this chapter, we will now discuss all the various types of settlements, the distributions of settlement, what is urban settlement, what is rural settlement, what are the problems of rural settlement, what are the patterns of rural settlement, what are the types of rural settlement. In this way, in this topic we will discuss about various concept of the settlement. Now, what is a settlement? A settlement is a cluster of dwelling of any type or size where human being lives. It means settlement may be as small as a village, or may be as big as a metropolis, or may be as large as a cosmopolis or a tyrannopolis. So, the concept, the size of settlement varies. Again, the function performed by the settlement also varies. In some villages, agricultural activity is the primary activity, whereas in some villages fishing is the primary activity. In some villages, pottery is a primary activity. So, on the basis of function also there are various types of settlement. Based on the size and type, the settlement can be sparsely spaced or closely spaced. In a village, we may found in some villages of Rajasthan, take example of Rajasthan or Jammu and Kashmir, where the terrain is not conducive, where the terrain is where the climate is not suitable, there the settlements are found largely spaced. Okay. So, it is sparsely spaced, whereas some settlements like which are found in Uttar Pradesh or which are found in coastal part of the India, they are the settlements are very closely spaced. In this way, on the basis of their spacing, settlement may be large size, may be small size, may be closely spaced, may be sparsely spaced. Okay. Then settlements, the sparsely located small settlements, or where the size of the settlements are small, it is called rural settlement or village settlements. Most of the peoples involved in primary activity, whereas the settlements which is large in size, where large number of people are residing, that type of settlements are known as urban settlement, where most of the people involved in non-agricultural activity. Now, let us discuss about what are the difference between rural settlement and urban settlement. Rural settlement are small in size. We all knows that we are all well aware about our villages, because India is a country of villages, where more than 6 lakh villages are there, and more than 70% peoples are living in the villages. So, we all knows more or less about the villages. So, rural settlements are small and small in size. Next important feature of rural settlement is that is most of the people involved in primary economic activity. What are the primary economic activity? It may be fishing, it may be agriculture, may be animal husbandry or mining. So, where the people more than 75% of the people involved in primary activity, it is a salient features or basic features of rural settlement. Another important feature of rural settlement are people are less mobile and social relation are intimate. We all knows that in villages we live like a family, where people live, people share all their festives, all their very emotionally they are bonded with each other, and their mobility also very less, because village people are less migratory than that of the urban area people. This is a very important features of the rural settlement. Next comes the types of rural settlement. On the basis, if we look at the type of the rural settlement can be broadly of 4 types, that is nucleated, fragmented, hamleted and dispersed. Now, what is the term nucleated, fragmented, hamleted and dispersed? If I will draw a picture here, what is nucleated? Nucleated settlements means where most of the houses are very closely spaced. I am drawing here a nucleated settlements. These are the houses, and here this is the road connectivity. So, if these types of settlements are there, then it is called nucleated settlement. Now, what is fragmented settlement? The term itself signifies that is fragmentation, where there is fragmentations are there. For example, here it is a small fragment of settlements are there, again here it is a another small fragments of settlements are there, and there is a space, vacant space lies in between, then it is called fragmented settlement. It is called fragmented settlement, where the settlements are located in fragmentation. So, fragmentation, this is the fragmented settlement, where settlements are located in a fragmented manner. Next, what is dispersed settlement? Dispersed settlements are where the settlements found in a very dispersed pattern, that is the settlements are not located on a particular place, where the settlements are very dispersed, found in a largely and wide space are located in between the settlement. So, these types of settlements are found in, it is called dispersed settlement, and these types of settlements found generally in extreme cold area like Jammu and Kashmir, the Rajasthan desert area, these type of settlements are found. Now, let us talk about the urban settlements, and what are the basic features of the urban settlements. Urban settlements generally large size settlements, where the size of the area is large and the population also large in number. Let us take example of Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata. We all knows more than crores of people, more than millions of people living in our cities. So, that is a very basic feature of a urban settlement. Now, depending upon the activities urban people perform, most of the time in urban settlement people perform the secondary and tertiary activities. We all knows that in urban area most of the people involved in service sector or in tertiary activities or in other manufacturing activities. As per the census definition of India, if more than 75% people living in urban area, 70% to 75% people performing the non-agricultural activity, then it is called a urban settlement. Then another important feature of urban settlement is way of the life is complex and fast and social relation are formal. This is a very basic things we generally notice in urban area, like the complex and the way of life is too much complex. Here uniformity in people's life is not found. People perform different types of activity, very complex form of lifestyle found in urban area. The social relation are quite formal. We all know in metro cities, in Delhi, Mumbai or in all big urban areas, the relations are not very much formal. Here the cordial relations like we found in the village area are not found. Then there are various types of urban settlement. What are the various types of urban settlement? It may be a town, it may be a city, may be a million city, may be a conurbation or megalopolis. Now, we will discuss about what is a town, what is a city, what is a million city, what is conurbation, what is megalopolis. When we will discuss about the urban settlements, we will discuss all these things in vividly. Now, we will discuss about factors affecting the settlements, rural settlement. For the rural settlement, broadly three factors which affect the rural settlement. What are the three factors? One is physical factor, another is cultural factor and third one is security factor. Now, if we look at the factors, broadly it is physical factor, then cultural factor and third one is security factor. Now, what are the physical factors which affect the rural settlement? Physical factors are various types of physical factors which affect the rural settlements, that is nature of terrain, altitude, climate and availability of water. Now, how the physical factor affects the rural settlement? How the terrain affects the rural settlement? How the altitude affects the rural settlement? Climate and availability of water affect the rural settlement? Let us discuss about it. For example, terrain or the topography, where there will be a plain area, where there will be a plain area or the topography without having any hills or altitude variation, there nucleated settlements are found or large number of people in the villages, large number of people reside there. So, it attracts more number of people and generally the villages are nucleated form. Then altitude, how the altitude affect the settlement pattern or rural settlement? If the altitude will be very high, take example of Tibet, take example of Jammu and Kashmir, Leh, Ladakh, Arunachal Pradesh. Here because of high altitude, large number of people do not reside in the villages and generally the sparse form of rural settlement are found in that area. Then comes the climate. How climate affect the rural settlement? Climate is a very important factor which affect the rural settlement. If the climate will be suitable, conducive, then large number of people reside in the area, and if the climate is not conducive, if the climate is harassing in nature, then less number of people reside in that village. We can take example of the good climate of coastal belt of India. If we look at the coastal belt of India, the climate is coastal climate and here large number of people reside in the villages and most of the villages are nucleated pattern and large villages are found in coastal part of the India. Whereas, the harassing climate of the Leh, Ladakh, Jammu Kashmir and Arunachal Pradesh, the villages are very sparsely populated and very less number of people reside in that area. Now, how water availability affect the settlement pattern or rural settlement? Water is, other name of water is life. Where there is water, there will be industry, there will be agriculture, there will be all the economic activity possible. So, all the Indo-Gangetic plain area, because of water availability, all the Indo-Gangetic plain area, that may be Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal, these Indo-Gangetic and Assam, all these area the settlements are found and large number of villages where large number of people are residing and it is mostly nucleated form of villages are found in this area. Whereas, if availability of water is not there, let us take example of Rajasthan, where there is scarcity of water is there, and because of the scarcity the villages are sparsely populated and very less number of villagers or people reside in this area. After the physical factors, let us talk about the cultural and ethnic factors which affect the rural settlement. A question here arises, how the culture, how the ethnic factors which affect the rural settlement? Yes, it affects the rural settlement, because our culture are more closely linked with the settlement pattern. What are the cultural factors? Social structure, caste, religion, these are the cultural and ethnic factors which affect the settlement pattern. Now, how the social structure affect the settlement pattern? We all more or less knows about the social structure in India. Here large variation of caste group, religious group are found in India. General caste, SC caste, OBC caste and Brahmins, Khandayat, Jadab, in this way various caste groups are found in India, and because of the stratification and because of the castification, large social structure, a very complex social structure found in India, and that social structure affect the settlement pattern very severely. How? Let us take an example of Bihar. Bihar and Uttar Pradesh, these are two states where caste is a very important factor which affect the settlement pattern. How it affect the settlement pattern? For example, the higher caste people reside at the center of the village and the lower caste people reside at the periphery of the village. Again, there is a vacant land lies between the different settlements of different caste. So, in this way it affect the settlement pattern of a rural area. Then religion also the same way affect the settlement pattern. Somewhere Hindus, somewhere a village may be a Hindu village, a village may be a Muslim village, or a village where only Christian people are staying. In this way settlement patterns or rural settlement is highly affected by the culture and ethnic factor in India. Now, the security factors has also significant role in the settlement pattern. If we look at the defense angle of the area, if a village is more protected by physiographical features, that may be river, that may be mountain, then settlement develop theirs. In earlier times securities were given more importance, because in earlier times there was war and tussle between different settlements, and between different kingdom. There was tussle or there was war between different kingdoms, and therefore security was the most important factor which affecting the settlements. Nowadays we found that security related settlements in Rajasthan area, where forts are there, Mewar, Chandher. In this way large number of fort and fortified settlements are found in Rajasthan and Maharashtra, where security is a very important factor of the settlement. So, these are the different factors of settlement which affects the rural settlement. Next comes the types and distribution of the rural settlement. If we will look at the rural settlement type, it is broadly divided into three parts, that is cluster type or nucleated type of rural settlement, semi cluster type or fragmented type of rural settlement, dispersed type or isolated type of rural settlement. Already we have drawn the pictures of nucleated type of rural settlement. This is the nucleated type of rural settlement. Nucleated means where more number of settlements are very closely spaced, and there is no vacant land between the settlement. This is called nucleated type of rural settlement. Next comes the fragmented types of rural settlement. In fragmented type of rural settlements, the settlements are found in fragmentations, and there are vacant land lies between the settlement. So, this is called fragmented type of rural settlement. Next comes the dispersed type of rural settlement, where the houses are very sparsely populated, the villages are very sparsely populated, and the settlements are found far away from each other. These types of settlements are found in Rajasthan, Arunachal Pradesh, and in Jammu and Kashmir area. So, this is a dispersed settlement. Dispersed settlement. We will discuss about all the three types of settlement one by one. Now, what is clustered or nucleated type of settlement? A cluster or nucleated type of settlement is compact or closely built up area of houses. Here in this image, it is clearly visible that how the houses are very closely located with each other, and there are very little amount of vacant space are found in this area. Now, another important features of the clustered settlement is it is separated from the surrounding by pasture land or vacant land. Here the second point also clearly visible in this image, that the houses are separated from other settlement by vacant land or pasture land. So, that is important, another important feature of clustered settlement. It intervening street and present some recognizable pattern such as radial, linear, rectangular, etc. The nucleated settlements again take a pattern or shape. It may be radial shape, may be linear shape, may be rectangular shape. These are the three different pattern of the nucleated settlement or clustered settlement. We will discuss about each and every pattern of the settlement in with the flow of the class. Generally, these nucleated or clustered settlements are found in fertile alluvial plain and in northeastern state. Let us take example where the nucleated settlements are found. The nucleated settlements are generally found in the Indo-Gangetic plain area or the coastal plain area, where the fertile soil, plain land, conducive climate, and economically which is more developed region, the water availability is more prominent. In those area, clustered settlement or nucleated settlements are found, having where the houses are very closely spaced. Next comes the semi-clustered or fragmented settlement. Semi-clustered or fragmented settlements are the result of segregation or fragmentation of a large compact villages. As we have shown in our picture, semi-clustered or fragmented settlements where the habitations are fragmented from each other, and it is not closely spaced like the nucleated settlements. Here it is fragmented, and that fragmentation and segregations are because of social factor. For example, let us talk example of Bihar. If this is a village of Bihar, then this is a fragmentation of settlement where Jadав community, this is Brahmin community, this is the people, this is the area lived by other lower caste community. In this way, because of social stratification, because of cultural factors, because of religion, this area may be reside by the Muslim community, this area may be reside by the Hindu community. In this way, due to social stratification and due to cultural factors, in semi-clustered settlement or fragmented settlement, the settlement is not closely spaced, rather it is fragmented and separated from each other by a vacant space, and mostly this type of settlements are found in Bihar and Uttar Pradesh area. After the nucleated settlement and semi-fragmented settlement, now we will discuss about the hamleted settlement. What is hamleted settlement? Why the hamlets are there? So, it is a basic question in everybody's mind, why the settlements are hamleted, why it is not closely spaced. Here again the social and ethnic factor plays a significant role. Now, fragmented settlement, like fragmented settlement, hamleted settlement are also several units which is physically separated from each other, but here a very common difference is there, that is in hamleted settlements the settlement bear separate name, separate common name. If I will give you example of the hamleted settlement in Odisha, if we will look at our own villages, our own area in Bhadrak, Baleswar, Cuttack, then it is clearly noticed that Brahmana Sai, Mahanti Sai and Baniya Sai, in this way each and every hamlet have a particular name, have a identical name, and in this way hamleted settlements where all the hamlets bear a particular name, and in this way it is separated from the fragmented settlement. In fragmented settlements, as we have drawn on the board, in fragmented settlements the settlements are separate from each other and vacant space are there, but all the settlements do not possess a identical name, whereas in hamleted settlements the settlements separated from each other as shown in the picture, the hamlets, the group of village, the group of settlements in a particular place, and it bear a particular name, and locally the hamlets are called Pada, Palli, Sai, Dani, etc. These types of hamleted settlements are found in middle Ganga plain, Chhattisgarh and lower valley of Himalayas. It also found in the coastal part of the nation, that is Odisha coast, West Bengal coast, Andhra coast, that may be in Kerala coast and Gujarat or Maharashtra coast. The coastal part also possess the hamleted pattern of settlement. After the hamleted settlement, let us discuss about the dispersed or isolated settlement. Now, what is dispersed settlements? It is the settlement, it is the rural settlement where the houses are largely spaced from each other. Here in this image it is clearly visible, we can clearly see in the dispersed settlement one villages, one home is there, or one family is residing in a particular place. After a large vacant land, large pasture land or vacant land, another families are residing there. These type of settlements are found in Jammu and Kashmir. Here I can give you a interesting thing about Jammu and Kashmir settlement pattern, that is dispersed settlement. Most of us we knows about that terrorist comes to Jammu and Kashmir and they take shelter in the houses of villagers, and also after taking the shelter they fight with our soldiers, Indian army. Can you think about terrorist come to Cuttack and take shelter in villages of Cuttack or Bhubaneswar or Khordha or Baleswar? No, they cannot take shelter in our villages, in the coastal villages, because the coastal villages or the villages found in Indo-Gangetic plain, these are nucleated settlements. Here all the people knows each other, there is no vacant land. So, if the terrorist comes here, everybody will know that someone is hiding in a home and they will inform to police and or army, and they can easily be killed. Whereas in this picture it is clearly visible that the houses are far away from each other. So, if in one house the terrorist will hide itself, then the other house cannot get the proper information what is happening in that. Because of that only the terrorist can easily come to the villages of the Jammu and Kashmir area, and they are taking shelter in their houses and they are fighting with our soldiers. So, we are more or less we are clear about the dispersed settlements, and these types of dispersed settlements are found where the terrain is not conducive, it is ups and or mountainous terrain or lot of ups and downs will be there, where the climate is not conducive, where the climate is harsh. Example we can see that Himalayan mountain area, Arunachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Leh, Ladakh, where the climate is not conducive, they are the dispersed type of settlement are found, where the water scarcity will be there. Let us talk example of Rajasthan, there is water is scarcely found. So, wherever there will be water source like oasis will be there, some settlements will be found there. Again in the desert area there will be large vacant space between the settlement. So, in desert area also dispersed settlements are found. The dispersed settlement is caused by extremely fragmented nature of the terrain and land resource because of the habitable areas. Okay. This is a salient features of the dispersed settlement. Now, these dispersed settlements are found in which part of the country? These are found in the parts of the country where the climate is not conducive, where the terrain is not plain, where the water availability is not available. In those area dispersed settlements are found. After the completion of settlement types, we will discuss about settlement pattern. But before going to the settlement pattern, let us talk about various rural settlement pattern and on different basis how it is differentiated. Let us talk about it. Pattern of settlement. Now, a question comes to all of our mind, what is the pattern of rural settlement? How the pattern varies from each other? What are the various basis of pattern of rural settlement? Pattern means its spacing, geographical spacing. For example, this is a rectangular pattern, this is a circular pattern, this is a triangular pattern, this is a star shape pattern. What is it? It is the geographical shape. So, the shape of the village also vary from each other, and on the basis of their shape, size, their various performance, the pattern of rural settlements vary from each other. Now, we will discuss about the pattern of settlements on different basis. Broadly speaking, there are three bases of pattern of settlement. Broadly speaking, there are three bases of settlement pattern. First one is on the basis of their setting. On the basis of their setting. Second is on the basis of their function. Third is on the basis of their shape. In this way, on these three bases, settlement patterns are of various types. Now, what are the various types of settlement on the basis of pattern? On the basis of sitting, on the basis of sitting, it is of 5 types. First one is plain village, plain village. Second one is plateau village. Third one is forest village. Fourth one is desert village. And fifth one is coastal village. So, these are the different types of village or different types of rural settlement on the basis of their setting. Now, what are the various types of village on the basis of their function? On the basis of their function, again the rural settlements are of 4 types. First one is farming village. Farming village. Second one is fisherman village. Third one is pastoral village. And the fourth one is lumberjack village or lumbering village. Okay. So, these are the 4 types of settlement, rural settlement on the basis of their function, that is farming village, fisherman village, pastoral village and lumbering village. Similarly, on the basis of their geographical shape, the settlements are of various types, and on the basis of their geographical shape, it is again 7 to 8 types of settlements are there, and these are the linear pattern. On the basis of their shape, it is linear pattern, second one is rectangular pattern, third one is circular pattern, fourth one is star like pattern, fifth one is T shape pattern, sixth one is Y shape pattern, and the last one is crossroad pattern. Crossroad pattern. In this way, on the basis of shape, the settlement patterns are 7 types, that is linear pattern, rectangular pattern, circular pattern, star like pattern, T shape pattern, Y shape pattern and crossroad pattern. Now, we will discuss about all the different patterns of settlement one by one on the basis of setting, on the basis of function, on the basis of shape. Let us first discuss about different pattern of settlement on the basis of setting. If we look at the setting, it is broadly 5 types, that is plain village, plateau village, forest village, desert village, coastal village. Now, if I will draw a map of India here, we all knows where the plain villages are found. The plain villages will be found at the Indo-Gangetic plain region, where the plain lands are located. In this region, plain villages are found. Is it only this portion which locate the plain village? No, the coastal plain. the coastal plain of India also bears the plain villages of India. Now, what is the salient features of the plain village? The plain villages located in the plain area, because of the plain area it is heavily populated, large number of people reside in the villages, it is nucleated pattern of settlements are found because of conducive climate, good transportation system, economical development, fertile soil, availability of water, large number of people reside in this village and large size of villages are found in the plain area. So, this is the salient features of the plain village. Now, what is plateau village and where the plateaus are located? The plateaus are Deccan Plateau and Southern Plateau. These area locate the plateau villages, where generally it is located in Madhya Pradesh, western part of Odisha, that is Chhattisgarh, western part of Andhra Pradesh and eastern part of Maharashtra, eastern part of Karnataka. These regions, that is Deccan Plateau area and Southern Plateau, locate the plateau villages. The plateau villages are mostly found in the Deccan Plateau and Southern Plateau regions of India. Now, next comes the forest village. So, what is forest village and where the forest villages are found? In India, most of the northeastern state and some portions of the western Ghat, where there is dense forest are found, and Madhya Pradesh, where there are dense forest are found. In these area, that is the northeastern state and Madhya Pradesh and western Ghat, where the forest density is very high. In those areas, the villages are found that are known as forest village. The forest village salient features are mainly the people reside in the forest villages are tribal people and they are mostly involved in primitive form of economic activity, that is hunting, gathering and subsistent form of agriculture, shifting cultivation. In this way, the forest villages are peculiar type of villages found in the forest area of the nation, that is northeastern state, that is Assam, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, Meghalaya and the central part of Madhya Pradesh and the western Ghat mountain range area. The primitive types generally reside in the forest villages and the tribals are Gond, Sangra, Santal, Bonda. In this way, Binjal, various type of tribal people reside in the forest village. After the forest village, next come the desert village. Now, India is a land of diversities. So, various forms of villages are found on the basis of their setting. Desert villages are found in the Thar desert of Rajasthan area or Kutch area of Gujarat, and also in Leh, the cold desert, that is Leh area, and in these three area the desert villages are found. The Thar desert of Rajasthan, Gujarat Kutch area and the cold desert which is located in Leh area, in these three area desert villages are found. Now, what are the salient features of the desert village? In desert villages, the peoples are living in most harsh form of climate. If we will talk about the Rajasthan and Kutch area of Gujarat, the people reside in the desert area in the villages and that is most harsh climate. So, the villages are very sparsely populated and the settlement pattern also dispersed settlements found in the villages. After the desert villages, the coastal villages comes. The coastal villages found at the coast of the country, that is coastal part of the nation. This portion the coastal portion occupy in the coastal portion the coastal villages are found. This is Arabian Ocean. So, close to the Arabian Sea, these villages, the villages located here are the coastal villages. This is Bay of Bengal, and the villages located to this eastern coast are the coastal villages. The coastal villages are more developed economically because of the coastal climate, because of the plain land, because of the fertile soil. The villages found in the coastal villages are most developed, and large number of people reside in the coastal villages, large number of people resides, and the villages are nucleated in shape. So, this is all about the different types of villages based on the setting, that is plain village, plateau village, forest village, desert village and coastal village. After the completion of the pattern of settlement on the basis of setting, let us jump to the pattern of settlement on the basis of function. On the basis of function, the settlement pattern can be farming village, fisherman village, pastoral village and lumbering village. Now, let us discuss about each and every type of villages one by one. Here in this picture it is clearly shown that farming village. What is farming village? Farming villages are the village where most of the people involved in agricultural activity or farming activity. And where these types of villages are found? The area where the land is plain, the soil is fertile, there is availability of water is there, in those area farming villages are found. If we will take the examples of farming villages in India, most of the farming villages found in the Indo-Gangetic plain area and the coastal plain area, where most of the people of the village involved in agricultural activity. After the farming village, the fisherman village. Now, what is fisherman village? Fisherman villages are the villages where large number of people or almost every people involved in fishing activity. So, how the people involved in fishing activity? Where such villages are located? This may be a question in your mind. Most of the fishermen villages are located at the river bank or at the coastal area. In India, there are two type of fishings we found, that is inland fishing and sea fishing. Inland fishing generally done in the rivers. India is a land of river where large numbers of rivers are found, that may be Himalayan river, may be Deccan river or may be seasonal rivers. So, all the Himalayan rivers like Indus, Ganga, Brahmaputra or the Deccan rivers like Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, at the bank of the river the fishermen villages are found, and they are mostly dependent upon the fishing activities, whereas the people those involved in fishing from the sea, that villages are found at the coastal area of the country, where the West Bengal, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Gujarat, in all the state coastal portion of the state found the fishermen villages, where most of the fishermen live in the villages and they been to the sea for the fishing activities. They are primary activities, and the most important activity is fishing. After the completion of the fishermen village, let us talk about the pastoral village. Now, if we will talk about the pastoral village, a question might be come to your mind, what is pastoral village? How a village even involved in pastoral activity only? Is it possible ever? Yes, it is possible. There are large number of pastoral villages are found, and in pastoral village the peoples those they resides, they generally perform the activity of animal husbandry or animal rearing. Because of animal husbandry and the animals are mainly dependent upon pastoral land. So, the village men with their herd, with their sheep, with their cattle, they move from pasture land to pasture land and from one pasture land to another pasture land. Therefore, the villages are called pastoral village. Here these types of pastoral village found in India in Jammu and Kashmir and Arunachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand and Himachal Pradesh area, where large number of village men involved in animal husbandry and animal rearing activity. They rear their cattle and animals and move with their cattle or animals from one place to another place in search of pasture land. So, those villages are known as pastoral village. After the completion of pastoral village, let us talk about lumbering village or lumberjack village. Here a question is obvious, is it possible a lumbering village? How lumbering activity can be a village can be set up based on lumbering activity? Yes, obviously lumbering villages are also found in India, where the people mainly dependent upon lumbering activities, and such villages found where there are large number of trees are found in that area in Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka, Chhattisgarh. In this area where large forest lands are there, lumbering villages are found. Thank you.